Hello, wine-drinking people. Time for more of what I've had to drink yesterday. Always glad to see our friends from Australia, and we know these wines very well from Kaesler, and it's good to see these guys continuing to progress, and they bought some other very famous wineries. One of them, Yarra Yering, a very cult-ish wine in Australia. Not a lot of people know this wine in this country. And we started out with their Clare Wine Company, a Riesling from Clare Valley. This 2011 vintage wine. This is from the Watervale region, which is a sub-region of the Clare Valley. A drier style of Riesling, but we wouldn't know that by the label because it doesn't have the international dry Riesling scale on it. I implore you people that sell Riesling, please, it helps the consumer. Not everyone knows that because the alcohol is 12.5%, 13%, that it's dry as opposed to 8% or 7%, meaning the Riesling is sweet. Anyways, this wine's got a bit of that fusel quality that you get from Riesling, a fresh peach and apple fruit along with some candied lime citrus here, very richly textured on the tongue. I mean, slightly oily and a bit of that slate-like minerality coming through on the finish. Pretty lime blossom, white peach, and green apple fruit. Excellent juice at $23.75. Textbook Clare Valley Riesling. The Clare Wine Company Shiraz from Clare Valley, and this wine's got a beautiful freshness to it. Black raspberry fruit, notes of licorice, violet, dark chocolate, green herbs coming out as this wine opens up. That little eucalyptus highlight. Very savory style of Shiraz on the palate. Good amount of jammy fruit, but wonderful freshness here, echoing that nuance and spice from the nose coming through on the finish. Very well built. Excellent juice at $23.75 as well. And then on to the Barossa Valley Kaesler, the Stonehorse Grenache Shiraz Mourvedre. This wine's got a beautiful bouquet, fresh flowers, fresh berry pie, red licorice, a lovely spice and floral quality to the nose, bright and zesty red and blackberry fruit on the palate, really distinct floral perfume quality there coming through on the finish, smooth velvety tannins, very drinkable style. We love these wines. They're juicy, excellent at $28.25. The Kaesler Avignon, which is a Grenache and Shiraz blend. This wine's got beautiful dark berry fruit, blackberry jam, dark spice, licorice, fresh flowers, and underbrush-like character there. A good amount of that garrigue-like quality they call in the south of France with silky smooth tannins, fresh and lovely freshness, and a nice savory style. These wines, definitely the styles change a little bit over the years. Not as over the top, a little more balanced. Very good juice at $36. The Cabernet Sauvignon Barossa up next. You get a little black olive tapenade in this wine, dark currants, black cherry fruit, dried herbs, little cigar box spice, very smooth and elegant style of Cabernet, fine tannins, a nice touch of that herb and olive tapenade at the end. Very good juice at $36. Then the Old Bastard, one of the top Shirazes in the Barossa, a single vineyard planted in 1893. Wow. This wine has got an intense bouquet, a lot of that cigar box spice, notes of espresso, mocha, black cherry liqueur, blackberry, blueberry, really deep, dark cherry fruit on the tongue, big and chewy, but nice structure here. Wonderful acidity and all that nuance and spice from the nose coming through on the finish. Very balanced, big. This wine needs some time. Very young, the 2012 vintage. Outstanding for Barossa at $193.50. It should be most excellent. All right, the Yarra Yering #1 red from Yarra Valley. This property was bought back in 2009. The owner had passed away the previous year, and this is a blend of 65% Cabernet, 18% Merlot, Malbec, and Petit Verdot make up the remainder. And you really get that cooler climate here from the Yarra in the nose, that mint and dried herb character, a little olive, dark plum, and dark cherry fruit. Really nice complexity on the nose here. Smooth and polished wine on the tongue. This wine's got an array of tannins, though, and a firm hand of acidity holding everything together. Most excellent juice at $94.50. And then the Underhill from Yarra Yering. This wine is a Shiraz. It's made from an 8-acre block planted in 1973, so not incredibly old, but still 73, 40 plus years. Green olive and herbs coming through to the plum and dark cherry fruit. Really savory bouquet, notes of toffee and sweet herbs coming out as this wine opens up. Smooth and polished on the tongue, lovely plush texture, sweet herbs and toffee character from the nose coming through on that finish. Excellent juice at $94.50. That's what we had to drink with our friends from Kaesler. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.